but EK65 sends it out to center ice. And the Sharks put it from behind the red line all the way into the Pittsburgh zone, delayed offside, and they watched that wave off as the Penguins skated out on their own power. From center ice, lines are changing here. Jason Zucker out of Southern California shoots one in. Sharks skate from left to right. Here's Gregor. Lead pass, Sturm. He's got room. He moves in. He stick handles, and at the last second, Chad Ruedel got over there and influenced him to the outside. It's one of those plays that Drew Mendes says, shoot early. In the left wing corner, now it comes around to the near boards, and Gregor fights for it. Gets it back in the direction of Sturm, but getting in the way, the Penguins defense blocked it, and Pittsburgh is able to angle it out. Did I get that right, partner?
Absolutely. You know that.
Shoot first, ask questions later when you get the opportunity.
Yep.
There was a split second of space there for Nico Sturm to take that opportunity on net. On the left wing side, it'll be Josh Archibald, former Edmonton Oiler, getting a pass offside. So they whistle things down, and they will bring everything back.
It's both Pittsburgh defense got caught on one side with Gregor. That left Nico Sturm driving in. I think he tried it because Casey DeSmith was challenging, so I think he wanted to make one extra move. But boy, I'd rather see the guy just put the puck on the net there, especially a guy who Nico shot.
One last-minute change for Pittsburgh. Ryan Poehling not in the lineup tonight. I was expecting him to be a major factor as he had a shorthanded goal against the Sharks, but he was kept out of the lineup and inserted instead in his place Drew O'Connor, who had a pretty good game actually against the Sharks back in late January. Back to action here. No score first period. 17:49 left on the clock. Back behind the Sharks net, Stephen Lawrence taking a look. Watched by a forechecking O'Connor. Fed up the boards. Intercepted by Teddy Bluger, who got it to O'Connor down low. Up high. Little angle shot to the net by Archibald. That was stopped in front. And the Sharks managed to keep it away from Dell on any rebound and poke it out of the zone. That was a nice setup by Pittsburgh. And now it's poked forward by the Sharks. Barabanov across the line. Drop pass. Couture walking in, shooting it from the right circle, right on goal. That's a save by DeSmith. Big rebound picked up. The Sharks get it back. They move down the right wing. It's Couture with the puck, holding it, trying to throw it to the slot. Delayed just a split second too long, and the puck was blocked there by defenseman Marcus Pettersson of Pittsburgh. Sidney Crosby back out there for Berg Hockey. Throws to center ice. Acimont intercepts. Gets hammered there by Crosby. Down he goes. But the forward for the Sharks got the puck in. And Couture digs it free. Puts the hit on his man Petrie. And the crowd is roaring here at the Shark Tank. Lifted out of the zone now by Pittsburgh. All the way back to the Sharks line. That was a pretty competitive shift of Couture's line against Crosby's. Here's Nick Bonino moving in. He had Erik Karlsson busting to the net. And EK65 let that pass go through because he sensed that Tomas Hertl was there. But unfortunately, the trigger could not get pulled. On the right wing side, it's back to center ice. Now on the ice surface, it's Benning. On with Bonino, throwing it in deep as Karlsson heads back to the bench. Benning's going to have to back up here, and he tries to pivot to get the loose play, but it's all the way down for Pittsburgh. Benning never touched the puck, so it's icing against the Pens. 16-18 to go in a scoreless first period, and the Sharks and Penguins playing a spirited brand of ice hockey.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it, Danny. It's definitely spirited. Some one-on-one confrontations. Both teams are very engaged, both mentally and physically. I like the Sharks' energy level to start things off.
Now Logan Couture in his 900th game wins the faceoff. Mark-Edouard Vlasic comes back and fires one toward the net with a slapper that went just wide. Acimont digs it loose. What an effort. Goes up to the slot, shoots one right on goal. That's a pad save by Casey DeSmith. Sharks grinding for the rebound. Benning pinching it from the point. Couldn't quite get it. And the Penguins' Brian Rust able to chip it back down the ice. There won't be any icing. So Mike Sullivan, former Shark, getting the lines changed here for Pittsburgh as the Sharks start to break out from left to right. On the ice now, Benning shoots one in. He's at the end of his turn, guns it into the offensive zone and heads for the bench. On the ice now, McDonald along with Ferraro. They played really well in Washington. Here's a dump in by McDonald, left corner, and the Sharks scrambling to get it. Gregor has for San Jose. Bumped there by Carter, but sends back behind the goal line. There's Oscar Lindblom, looking like he's playing a stronger brand of hockey. Fed it over to Gregor, but Gregor's pass for the point was blocked. And so Mario Ferraro is going to have to go back to his own zone to get it, as he is pursued all the way to the goal line by Kasperi Kapanen of Pittsburgh.
Nice job, though, by Mario and by Jacob McDonald supporting his partner to get the puck down the ice.
Stephen Lawrence trying to finish the check now, but now in the neutral zone, it's bumped free by Pittsburgh. 0-0 the score is Brock McGinn, goalless and pointless in his last 19 games. Does the smart thing and pokes it in deep, and Mike Sullivan of the Penguins decides to make the line change. his old friend David Quinn. Making another change for San Jose. He's got Svechnikov, LeBanc, and Lawrence still out there at forward. And now Erik Karlsson back on D along with Harrington. Nice little exchange there with Harrington getting it from Karlsson under pressure. The Sharks try to clear, but Raquel kept it in. They put it off the stick of Kevin LeBanc. It batted out in front, but Harrington knocked it aside and kept it out of danger. Now Karlsson makes the defensive play. Fighting for it, far corner. Penguins pick it up. Gensel to the point. Pettersson the drive to a screen. It's wide of Arundel. Penguins starting to buzz here in the offensive zone. It's Crosby with the puck. He gave it away off the stick, but Petrie on the point takes the slap shot. That's a position stick save by Dell, who watches the puck on the rebound go wide. Now it's fed to the net. Dell down. He's out of position, and the Penguins score.
Might challenge this for goalie interference, Danny.
That's Ricard Raquel in front, and Dell was out of position because he kind of got spun there by what looked like one of the Penguins players in front. We will see if this gets challenged right now, as all of the officials are converging inside the referee's crease on the play. We have 5:52 gone by in the first period, and the question is, was Dell interfered with or not by Ricard Raquel?
He was. It's plain and simple, he was. He goes through the crease, drags his left leg. That trips Arundel. Arundel's not able to make the save. I will be shocked if the Sharks don't challenge this.
Well, the referees, as I mentioned, Brandon Blandina and Graham Skilleter will probably take a look at it. Very, very close play in front. The question is, are they going to review it or not? Looks like they're not going to review it, and they're going to count this as a goal.
I'm wondering if because Erik Karlsson gave a little shot to Raquel that maybe pushed him in a tad to Arundel. I wonder if that's why.
Sometimes a tad is just enough, as Ricard Raquel gets his 19th goal of a season. A bit of a thought as to whether it should be goalie interference enough to get a conclave of officials inside the referee's crease, but it was very, very interesting to see that it was recorded a Penguins goal. Jeff Petrie, Marcus Pettersson, the two defensemen, getting the assists on the play. Time of it, 5:52 of period number one.
Well, one of the reasons that goal was scored is because of the hustle of that line of Crosby, Gensel, and Raquel. The D were involved.
And now Hurdle, turnaround shot right on, save made. Hurdle, another chance with a backhander that just went wide of the net.
But the Pittsburgh Penguins just won every race to every puck in the Sharks zone.
Long play by the Pens all the way down. No icing on the play. Speaking of winning foot races, Brian Rust got there ahead of Matt Benning. Now it's loose back behind the Sharks net as Benning trying to work at free, and he does. Hurdle, good first pass ahead to Bonino. He's out of the zone. Feeds to the middle of the ice. Breaking up the surface there was Vlasic. Couldn't make the play, but trending the play. It was recovered by Meyer. And it didn't look very artful, but he got it back to the center ice area. And now he gets it back from Vlasic and moves down the wing into the Penn zone. Little drop pass. I don't know how Hurdle didn't get that, but McDonald held it in. Now LeBanc fighting for the puck on the right wing side, chopping at the play, working hard for it, digging it loose. But Pettersson got a piece of the puck, and back behind the Penn's net, Petrie sends a long feed up to the Sharks' blue line, but Hurdle was back checking on the play and knocked it aside. Now it's bouncing in front of Dell. Dell in goal to our left for period number one. Stick the puck to his right. Sharks struggle back behind their own zone to get it as McDonald is bumped into the boards there by Pittsburgh. But it's loose at the near side. Ferraro in there, being forechecked pretty heavily by Kapanen. Gensel gets it back for Pittsburgh and out of the corner, and Crosby whipped it back to the point man. Pettersson gets from Petrie, holds the puck. He's pursued by LeBanc, forced to throw it down the boards. Good job by LeBanc to finish his check here near side, but the Sharks can't clear it out as Sturm's backhand pass blocked. But now LeBanc poked it out, and Sturm able to push it up to the Pens line.
Well, this line, Crosby, Gensel, and Raquel are all over the Sharks every time they get on the ice.
Well, the Sharks want to get the Couture line against Crosby's line, and they're out there right now. Inside San Jose territory, Couture drops it back at the near sideboards. It'll be Ferraro, hit by Crosby, but behind the net there's Erik Karlsson stick handling, and he gave it away. Gensel intercepts, shoots one up high, save made, big rebound off the end board, but it caromed right to Barabanov, and he's out quickly to center ice. He cuts to his right, he's across the blue line. He twists, he turns, he delays, he throws it back toward the slot, nobody home, and the Sharks have to go back to center ice as the Pens change.
Alexander Barabanov had Mikey Eyssimont rolling up the left side and held on to it too long, Danny. Give it up quick. He had him wide open. Slows the game down when you carry it.
Penguins 1, Sharks nothing. Berg hockey shoots into the Sharks zone. Stopped there by Dell. Fed it up the boards and knocked off to Hurdle. He's stick handling. He's delaying. He's going to have to circle back to make sure his teammates were onside. Then he shovels one around the stick of Archibald just across the Penguins line. That forces an icing call against Pittsburgh. So good job by the Sharks to pursue at the Penguins line. But on the zone entry, even though they failed, they got an icing call. Maybe they get a zone start here.
You can't have zone entries like that. They've slowed down completely in the neutral zone because they're not pushing the puck up the ice, driving the puck wide, and getting the hash marks.
Face off right side of Casey DeSmith, who comes into this game with a lifetime record of 1-3 against the Sharks. He made 26 saves in the 6-4 loss against San Jose back in January. Bonino will win the draw, courtesy of Hurdle's kick of the play. No stick handling. Carlson just does a masterful job to get it back to the point man. Then he throws it back toward the net. And it's sticked aside by the D. San Jose chasing on the rebound into the right corner. In there, Hurdle puts the body on his man. Pens can't clear. Glove down by Carlson. A brilliant job to put it off the boards. Now he gets it back from Meyer. A return from Meyer into the right circle. Shoots one right on goal. That was a great save by DeSmith. And the rebound tipped out by Bluger, and the Pens change.
Credit to Tomas Hurdle being in front, but I think he hurt himself or got hurt on that shift. He came on the ice real quickly.
Right now, Meyer getting knocked down to the corner, right wing side, but it's centered back in his direction. Batted down, and it deflected on goal on a weird play from behind the net from Nico Sturm, but it's stopped and covered up by Casey DeSmith. We've got a stoppage of play and a break in the action. 9:56 to go. Period number 1. It is a 1-0 Penguins lead. This is the San Jose Sharks Audio Network.
The Hilton San Jose is the preferred hotel of the San Jose Sharks and SAP Center in San Jose. Experience something new. Close to home or from across the world, the Hilton San Jose is there for you with memorable offers and experiences. Enjoy the brand new guest rooms with luxurious Waldorf Astoria beds and upgraded amenities. We're committed to creating a safe and relaxing experience, including delivering an even cleaner stay from check-in to check-out. Visit sanjose.hilton.com now to make your reservation. We are Hilton. We are hospitality.
When you hear coordinated care, what do you imagine? Nurses going viral for their dance routine? Not here. At Kaiser Permanente, coordinated care has nothing to do with dancing and everything to do with quality and convenience. With Kaiser Permanente, you don't have to worry about getting your records sent from place to place because our electronic medical records seamlessly connect all of your doctors, nurses, and specialists. It's so easy, you might do your happy dance. Kaiser Permanente. Tomorrow's healthcare today. Learn more at kp.org/thrive.
The shot! Score! Erik Karlsson!
Sharks fans, here's an opportunity you'll really want to sink your teeth into. Coors Light is keeping California chill by giving you the chance to win Silver Seats tickets to see the Sharks play. That's 3 periods of chill with your Sharks and Coors Light in the ultimate fan experience.
Meyer shoots, tip, score!
So put on your teal, pick up some Coors Light, and go to www.nhl.com/sharks/fans/sweepstakes for your chance to win. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Must be 21 to enter. See website for complete rules.
Wendy's knows cold and soggy fries are the worst.
So soggy.
That's why we're serving up hot and crispy fries all day, every day.
And all night until close.
With natural cut potatoes, sea salted to perfection.
Show me that potato skin.
Wendy's hot and crispy aren't like other fries. We're your dream fry. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's hot and crispy fries.
Guaranteed to be hot and crispy. If yours aren't, bring them back and we'll replace them.
Penguins 1, Sharks nothing. 9:47 to go in the first here at SAP Center. Bouncing puck in the right corner as we resume action. It'll be Lindblom working in there with Gregor and Sturm. Lindblom really working hard against Petrie there in the corner. Gregor pokes in, trying to work it free, but the Penguins D did a really good job there, and they fed it up the near boards, lifted out by Rust all the way down. No icing on the play. That's as perfect a clear as you can get for Pittsburgh, who have that one goal courtesy of Ricard Raquel's 19th of the year. Petrie and Pedersen assisting at 5:52. Offside here against the Pens as they dump it back into Sharks territory. And so a couple of thoughts on Logan Couture, Drew, as he plays in his 900th regular season game tonight. He is the 4th player to appear in his first 900 career games with the Sharks. A quick count gave us 3, but we forgot about Joe Pavelski. Patrick Marleau and Marc-Edouard Vlasic, along with Joe Pavelski, all played their first 900 NHL games in a Sharks uniform, and Logan Couture is the 4th. 1-0 Pittsburgh. Sharks win the draw. Barabanov tips into the offensive zone, heads for the back of the net, worked it free. Eyssimont, a wraparound attempt from behind the goal that hit a stick, and Crosby grabbed it and lifted it out for Pittsburgh. Raquel, who has the goal, gets bodied hard by Couture down to the ice as he dumps into San Jose territory. Sharks back to get it there. Far sideboards. Couture bumped a little bit by Crosby, throws it back behind the Sharks net, and it'll be a combination of Carlson and Harrington that keeps it away from Aaron Dell. Penguins keep in far side. Letang, his body checked, but throws behind the Sharks net. It's centered out in front, but San Jose's able to intercept. And Barabanov, one hands went up to Eyssimont, who's out to center ice. As he's checked into the near boards by Letang, he backhands one into Pittsburgh territory. And Sharks coach David Quinn makes the line change with 8:18 to go in this first period. Penguins 1, Sharks nothing. Here come the Pens down the left side. Into the zone, Pierre-Olivier Joseph. Long shot on net. Stick save easily made by Aaron Dell. Good rebound control to the near corner, where it's grabbed by Benning. But not the best of first passes. It misses Meyer, goes all the way down for icing. That's the bad news, but the good news, Drew, is they just made a couple of changes, so the Sharks aren't too tired yet.
Well, one more time, the Crosby line comes out against the Couture line, and Crosby's line is all in right now. They are playing very well. They are quick to pucks. The D get involved when Crosby's line out there to keep plays alive. David Quinn's got to find an answer to that line against the Sharks.
Aaron Dell in the nets to our left looking on as the faceoff will be dropped deep in San Jose ice. And the Penguins will control it. They send it back behind the Sharks net. Good body position there against Kapanen by Benning. Puck comes around the near boards as a result, and Myers out to center ice with it, but that's a good quick stick by the San Diego native Chad Ruhwedel, who ends up with the puck inside his own zone and gives a good first pass out to one of his teammates. The second pass wasn't as good. Meyer gets it back for the Sharks. Long feed across the rink. There's Hurdle across the line, turning right into traffic and losing control of the puck. It's loose in the left corner. Benino lifts the stick of his man. Now it's taken back in the slot by Meyer. Backhand chance by Benino. Right on goal. Short side save on the stick of goaltender Smith. And then we get a stoppage of play far side of the ice, and maybe something coming up here. A penalty is going to get called by the officials.
To Pittsburgh. Good work by Meyer to work on that puck. Stick lift, and then he drives to the net. Good chance for the Sharks as Benino gets in.
Hey, guess what? Nick Bonino is getting a 2-minute hooking penalty.
That's what it was.
So it's not going to Pittsburgh. It's going to the Sharks. When we come back, the Pens will have the power play on the San Jose Sharks Audio Network.
It's the President's Day sales event at the DG Mazda stores. Capital Mazda, Stevens Creek Mazda, Concord Mazda, and Team Mazda. Hey, it's Sean Delgrand. And right now, we've got outstanding offers on brand new Mazdas, including a huge selection of Mazda CX-50s. And you can buy your brand new Mazda completely online with our exclusive no-brainer checkout. Don't miss the President's Day sales event at the DG Mazda stores in San Jose, Concord, and Vallejo.
Hurdle poking at.
Congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs for winning Super Bowl 57.
Super Bowl 57 MVP Patrick Mahomes joining us.
We battled, man. It was a tough season that everybody persevered through, and we had a lot of young guys that stepped up in big moments, and it built for today. Being down 10 points to the best team in the league in the Super Bowl, and the guys not flinching, just knowing that we're going to find a way to win this game, it's special, and I'm glad we're going to have a lot of these guys back, and it's going to be a great season next one, too.
Sirius XM NFL Radio, Channel 88, and on the SXM app.
24/7 Hockey Talk.
Rod Brindamore, head coach of the Carolina Hurricanes, I think is the most important attribute for a successful coach to have.
I think if you're honest with the guys, they appreciate that, and to get them prepared, give them a good game plan, and give them lots of reasons, ways in which to do it right. I think you're going to have a good chance.
Sirius XM NHL Network Radio,
Sirius XM 91,
and on your schedule with the Sirius XM app.
Tom Money here from SiriusXM FC, and if you love soccer and you love banter, you need to check out Grumpy Pundits.
I accept your opinion, even though it's wrong.
We have a pair of legends in Rodney Marsh and Tommy Smith.
Did you ever hear such bull in your life?
And the three of us wind each other up whilst debating the biggest stories from the Premier League and beyond.
You're getting so grumpy. Did you ever hear the name of this show?
Grumpy Pundits, weekdays at 9 a.m. Eastern on SiriusXM FC 157 and the SXM app, free for most subscribers.
Penalty on Nick Bonino. 2 minutes for hooking at 12:42 of this first period. The Penguins lead by the score of 1-0 with Ricard Raquel getting his 19th goal of the season at 5:52. Pens on the attack down the left wing side. Gensel looking forward at the Sharks line. One of the San Jose players, Lawrence, lost his stick on the play, but he gets it back. As down the left wing boards, the Penguins trying to set up. But pass for Gensel from Crosby. Missed him. And it came back to center ice for Letang to get things regrouped. And the Sharks look to change the penalty killers as Lindblom comes off. And Lawrence will be following in just a couple of seconds. Meantime, Raquel whips a backhander around. Gensel gave it away. Sharks clear. Good job by Couture to get it all the way down. And Logan's giving chase in the Penguin zone. He'll get it. He's behind the net. Throws a man in front. Off of a stake. Now Couture trying to get it back from Sturm. And it's poked just wide, but that was a pretty good idea.
No, Nico Sturm did a perfect job of waiting and then hitting the gap at the right time. Wide open ice, but Logan couldn't get him the puck.
Now here come the Penguins with 35 seconds left on their man advantage. Zucker across the line with Rust moves into the Shark zone against Vlasic. But Vlasic just got a little piece of it. And along with Harrington, the Sharks managed to clear up the left side, and Lawrence gets it all the way down. So now we are down to the final 18 seconds of power play time for Pittsburgh. They lead 1-0. Here's Petrie to center, drops it back. Kapanen now to Zucker. Stick handles diagonally across the ice, gave it away to Hertl. Hertl might have a chance down the left wing side. He's into the zone, but getting over there to apply the stick check is Petrie. That stopped a scoring chance, but that effectively killed off the rest of the Sharks' penalty. As back on the ice comes Bonino.
0 shots on that power play for the Pittsburgh Penguins. In fact, they never even established control in the zone.
Right now, back at the Sharks' blue line, Carlson makes the defensive play. Whipped out now by McDonald. And a little bit of a bouncer for Barabanov to handle it. Too bad. So it's in the Penn zone. And Pittsburgh tips it around McDonald. And he has to pivot and give chase. He gets there ahead of O'Connor and just gets a little piece of the puck. And now he's got it, feeding it up the left boards. That was a nice second effort, but the Sharks still couldn't clear. O'Connor in the left corner for Pittsburgh tried to center it off a stick. Back on the point. A drive from the right side is just wide. And Aaron Dell, who reacted maybe a little bit late on that play. Along the left wing boards, O'Connor in for Ryan Paling at the last minute here today. Digging for the puck. Now Erik Karlsson looking for it against Bluger. Bluger worked it free, but turnover by McDonald in front. O'Connor going for the net. And that's a really good job by Logan Couture defensively. Not allow a really good shot to the net. Instead, the Sharks come back the other way. Smith has to stop a dump in right in front of his goal. He dropped it back behind the Penguins net for the defense. At the near side, Dumoulin will pick up the puck. He skates up to his home blue line, moves to his left to the red line, and then fires one in. He's on his way back to the bench as the Sharks go in to get it. Penguins with fresh defenders trying to come on. But speaking of defensive players, how about Sidney Crosby on that play? Reached out with his stick and stopped what it looked like a pretty good first pass out of the zone by Lawrence. That slowed the Sharks' offense down in time. Now San Jose's got to put it off the right boards, but there's Joseph coming back to get a piece of the puck, and Ruhwedel flips it over to Gensel. This line of Gensel and Crosby, along with Raquel, has been dangerous from the moment they stepped on the ice in the first period. 1-0 Pittsburgh. A back skating Ruhwedel on the point, shoots one toward the net, and that's a save made by the glove hand of goaltender Aaron Dell. We get a stoppage of play with 3:23 left in the first period. Our broadcast is coming to you from SAP Center at San Jose. The score, the Penguins 1, the Sharks nothing. This is the San Jose Sharks Audio Network.
Termites, rodents, and other pests never rest. Luckily, neither does Planet Orange. Think you may have a pest problem? Call 1-800-7-ORANGE for a free termite inspection or general pest consultation from our licensed professionals. Planet Orange is an innovator and effective eco-friendly pest control methods. They'll customize each program for your needs using the most eco-friendly solution available. So don't wait. Call 1-800-7-ORANGE. That's 1-800-767-2643. Or go to planetorange.com and get started today.
Planet Orange. Orange, you glad you called?
When you hear coordinated care, what do you imagine? Nurses going viral for their dance routine? Not here. At Kaiser Permanente, coordinated care has nothing to do with dancing and everything to do with quality and convenience. With Kaiser Permanente, you don't have to worry about getting your records sent from place to place because our electronic medical records seamlessly connect all of your doctors, nurses, and specialists. It's so easy, you might do your happy dance. Kaiser Permanente. Tomorrow's healthcare today. Learn more at kp.org/thrive.
The Sharks believe in innovating to play at their peak, and so does Western Digital. That's why, even after more than 50 years of groundbreaking storage products and technologies, we're most excited about what's next. From gaming platforms to the public cloud, from connected cars to safer cities, from the desktops of Sharks fans to the data centers behind Fortune 500 companies, Western Digital Services are fueling a brighter, smarter future. Western Digital, a proud official partner of your San Jose Sharks.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the San Jose Sharks Audio Network.
The latest news of the night.
Svechnikov and now Hamilton. Back for Andre. He's in for a shot. He scores!
Sirius XM NHL Network Radio.
Cast San Jose Sharks wherever they are, home or away, we've got it for you on the Sharks Audio Network. Our next broadcast will be on Thursday from Vegas, 6:30 airtime, Sharks and the Knights. Right here, we've got the Sharks and the Penguins off the face-off, banked out to center ice. In the neutral zone, it's Bonino and across the line. He had a great chance earlier. Rifles it around the boards from behind the net into the right corner. Bonino getting there first as Hurdle kind of collided with one of the players and down he went. That allows the Penguins to break out. Here's Zucker moving right to left to the Sharks line with Rust. It's Zucker getting the return feed down the left corner, bodied up by Harrington, tied up by Harrington. They fight for it, but he got his stick free and centers in front. That's intercepted by Erik Karlsson just as quickly as that. Sharks skate to center. Down the right wing side, Hurdle knows the check is coming from Pettersson, so he backhands in deep. The Sharks need a line change anyway, so do the Penguins, so Petrie hangs onto it in his own zone, and he will exchange now with Gensel, move back behind the Pittsburgh net. 1-0 Penguins lead it. Here's Raquel. Lead pass. 2-on-1 developing. Gensel trying to throw it off. There he is. Crosby getting the pass. A shot right on it. A great save by Aaron Dell. Point blank against Sidney Crosby to keep the score 1-0 Pittsburgh. Rebound picked back up far side. Grabbed by Gregor. First pass out Sturm. 2-on-1 developing. Vlasic down the left. 3-on-1. Gregor shoots. Stick save made by the goaltender to Smith. Rebound behind the net. Work free now by the centerman on the play, pardon me. That's Nico Sturm. Sturm poked it into the corner. Barabanov just on the ice. Twists off a check. Stick handles with it. Holds onto the puck. Throws it across the rink to Vlasic. He shoots, but Raquel blocked it with a stick, and it went just wide. There's Barabanov winning a battle again in the corner. Left wing side. Digs it free. AC Mott trying to streak in to get it, but he just got back on the ice, so the Pens able to reach it first and poke it out and relieve the pressure. But a couple of good chances just a moment ago. Here comes AC Mott through center. 1-0 Pittsburgh. Minute 25 remaining in the period as AC Mott shoots in, chases it down himself. He's with Barabanov in there quickly to dig free to Couture. Fires it around. Kept in with a quick reaction there by the left-handed shooting McDonald. Stopped it with his backhand, but now he's going to have to back skate as Kapanen on the attack. Goes for Pittsburgh to the Shark zone. Ruhwedel tries the shot. That's blocked by a skate, and it went wide. We're in the final minute of play. Period number 1. Here's Ruhwedel again, shooting it toward the net. Oh boy, a tough chance right there. Right on goal. Kapanen a drive, and just in the nick of time, Aaron Dell got square to the shooter. He was in a very bad and awkward position, but somehow last second he turned to his right and he was in position to stop that chance by Kapanen with 56 seconds left.
Well, he's getting really crowded in the net. I mean, they're right on the edge of that blue paint, sometimes in that blue paint, so we got a little tangled up, and it was Brock McGinn in front, kind of twisted him around, but Aaron was able to recover and make the save. But the save off of Sidney Crosby on that 2-on-1 was absolutely dynamite. Terrific push across, and then the Sharks got a nice opportunity right after that.
From the face-off, shot by the Penguins, deflected wide, and San Jose in the final minute of the first looks to tie the game. They skate to center to the blue line, and Meyer shoots in. Oh boy, a little bit of an awkward fall there by Bonino as the puck comes around the boards. Grabbed near side by Ferraro. Bonino on his feet gets the pass to Meyer. Meyer powers his way on Petrie behind the net, turns, reverses the puck, and there's Bonino with 25 seconds left. On the right boards, goes to the corner, to Hurdle, to Meyer. Now to Bonino, but Malkin lifts the stick and just barely cleared it across the ice and just out. 15 seconds to go in the first. Sharks down by 1. There's Hurdle, bumped off the play pretty easily by Petrie. Petrie behind his own goal line. Headmans it out on the right wing side for Archibald, but knocked away there. Nice job by McDonald. And it's thrown back into the Shark zone for the final seconds to tick off and the horn to sound, ending An interesting first period. The shots were 10-9 in favor of the Penguins, and that one extra shot was the one that went in for Ricard Raquel at 5 minutes and 52 seconds. The official word on that goal is Raquel, number 19, from Petrie, and Sidney Crosby gets awarded an assist on the play. So 1-0 Penguins.
It was a good period. Terrific energy from both teams. Good physical play. Good chances. The Sharks, I think, could do a little bit better job in the neutral zone, making sure that they're all drive skating and not slowing things down. When they move quick, when they're pushing the puck deep, they're a good team. Find a way to neutralize Crosby's line, though, because they were dangerous that whole period.
They certainly were. Once again, the shots 10-9 in favor of the Pens. They're on top of the Sharks 1-0 at the end of one. Back for our first intermission check-in next on the San Jose Sharks Audio Network.
It's the President's Day sales event at the DGDG Mazda stores. Capital Mazda, Stevens Creek Mazda, Concord Mazda, and Team Mazda. Hey, it's Shondo Grant. And right now, we've got outstanding offers on brand new Mazdas, including a huge selection of Mazda CX-50s. And you can buy your brand new Mazda completely online with our exclusive no-brainer checkout. Don't miss the President's Day sales event at the DGDG Mazda stores in San Jose, Concord, and Vallejo.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog, because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain cold refreshment made to chill. 2020 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
The Sharks believe in innovating to play at their peak, and so does Western Digital. That's why, even after more than 50 years of groundbreaking storage products and technologies, we're most excited about what's next. From gaming platforms to the public cloud, from connected cars to safer cities, from the desktops of Sharks fans to the data centers behind Fortune 500 companies, Western Digital services are fueling a brighter, smarter future. Western Digital, a proud official partner of your San Jose Sharks.
Back at SAP Center at San Jose, it's the first intermission. 1-0 Penguins on the goal by Ricard Raquel, assisted by Jeff Petrie and Sidney Crosby at 5:52. Power plays, one for one for the Sharks. Penalty kill as Pittsburgh outshot the Sharks 10-9. Time now for our intermission check-in, brought to you by Cal Hope, a proud partner of the San Jose Sharks. Let's go to the locker room to chat with Jacob McDonald, one of the additions that the Sharks have made this season, playing pretty solid hockey of late. Right now, he's doing a solid interview with Drew.
Jacob, what is this, your sixth game now with the Sharks?
Yeah, it sounds about right, yeah.
How have you been able to fit in so well?
I mean, it's easy when you got these guys, all around. So they make my job easy, and just come in here and try to play my game. So it's been a lot of fun so far.
Okay, let's talk about your game. Describe it to me. What would you say makes Jacob McDonald a top NHL defenseman?
It's just getting up and down the ice. You were just talking about earlier. Some days just the ability to get up in the rush on the offensive side, and then play a solid game in the D zone. So getting in when I get the puck in my stick, make a good first outlet pass, and just go from there.
You've had to play with a variety of partners. What's the key in making sure you're successful playing with Erik Karlsson and Mario Ferraro and whoever else that you're teamed up with?
Well, right, like I said, the first thing was it's easy when you got guys like that around you. So just get those guys the puck and they make it happen. So
I guess that's the key. Speaking of playing in the defensive zone, I thought Crosby's line had a really good first period. How do you play against Sidney Crosby?
You just got to play him hard. Stay in your lane between him and net, and it kind of stems from that. So just play them hard, just like anybody else.
So how did the Sharks get back this goal and get moving forward?
It's about volume. Just get some pucks on net. I think you said it was 10-9, so I just got to go out there, outshoot them this period, and odds are it's coming in soon. So.
Go get him, thanks.
Yep, thank you guys.
Appreciate that. Jacob McDonald, who has played very well for the San Jose Sharks, and just checked, yes, this is his sixth game, playing extremely good hockey. Doesn't get rattled when he gets the puck. He does make that first outlet pass. I thought his last game against the Washington Capitals was his best game so far as a Shark, and so far he's looked really good in this game. Now, he was our intermission check-in. The Sharks intermission check-in has been brought to you by Cal Hope. Check your stress with free mental health support. Visit calhope.org to learn more. Cal Hope is a proud partner of the San Jose Sharks. The Pittsburgh Penguins, after one period of play, lead the Sharks 1-0, and you're listening to the San Jose Sharks Audio Network.
It's the President's Day sales event at the DGDG Mazda stores. Capital Mazda, Stevens Creek Mazda, Concord Mazda, and Team Mazda. Hey, it's Sean Dogrand. And right now, we've got outstanding offers on brand new Mazdas, including a huge selection of Mazda CX-50s. And you can buy your brand new Mazda completely online with our exclusive no-brainer checkout. Don't miss the President's Day sales event at the DGDG Mazda stores in San Jose, Concord, and Vallejo.
Today, with so much uncertainty in our lives, it's understandable to feel stressed, anxious, worried, or frustrated. It's normal, but it's easy to check your stress and get help for your mental health with free resources from Cal Hope. Make a game plan by calling our warm line at 833-317-4673 or try our secure and confidential live chat today at CalHope.
This is Kevin Harvick.
It's Austin Cindric.
Joey Logano.
Michael McDowell.
Denny Hamlin.
This is Austin Dillon. The Daytona 500 is coming.
It's NASCAR's biggest race.
When you think of races you want to win, Daytona is #1 on every driver's list.
It can define a career.
For the rest of my life, I'll be known as a Daytona 500 champion. The Daytona 500, Sundays at 1:30 Eastern on SiriusXM NASCAR Radio Channel 90
and on the SXM app.
There's no race like the Daytona 500.
It truly is the Great American Race.
The biggest names in comedy. Check out Just for Laughs Canada on SiriusXM.
My dad, this guy's a lunatic. He ate a fortune cookie with a fortune in it. That's another level of psycho, man. My niece, 11, Layla, witnessed that. Blew her mind. Called me, said the story twice. I go, you already told me this. She goes, yeah, but are you not listening?
Bringing you Canada's best. Just for Laughs Canada on SiriusXM Channel 168.
3. At the end of one period of play here at SAP Center, the score is the Penguins 1 and the Sharks nothing. Let's get a quick look at the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by our friends at the Hilton San Jose. We are Hilton. We are hospitality. Go to sanjose.hilton.com now and make your reservation. Well, the Seattle Kraken are in Winnipeg against the Winnipeg Jets tonight. Jets outshot the Kraken 40-29, and the final score was the Jets 3, the Kraken 2, but it took a shootout for Winnipeg to do that. Seattle led by the score of 2-1, Jared McCann getting his 25th of the season, but Pierre-Luc Dubois, who certainly has been part of a couple of trade rumors, got his 23rd of the season, tied things up. Josh Morrissey, his 45th assist on the play to make it 2-2 midway through the third. But then it came down to the shootout, and as it turned out, it would be Dubois that got the second goal to ice it. Mark Scheifele also scored in the shootout, and so 2 points for the Jets and 1 point, and that might be an important one for the Seattle Kraken in that third place battle in the Pacific Division. Other scores to tell you about. You gotta love the rematch of the Stanley Cup Final. Two great hockey teams, Tampa Bay and Colorado. They're all tied up at 3 with about 8.5 remaining in period number 3 in Denver. You know, the Avalanche went down to Tampa Bay and didn't do so well. Nathan McKinnon tonight has his 17th goal of the season, but Nikita Kucherov has scored his 21st of the year. And Vladislav Demyashnikov tied the game for Tampa at the 4:10 mark of period number 3. So that's where they stand, all even in the Mile High City. Earlier today, the Capitals announced that Alex Ovechkin would miss tonight's game, attending to a personal matter with his family. So he did not go against the Carolina Hurricanes. That's a pretty big game for Washington, but the Capitals continue to struggle as the Hurricanes win by the score of 3-2. Brent Burns scored his 11th goal of the season to get things started in the first period. TJ Oshie tied things up with his 11th. And then Paul Stastny got his 6th goal of the season to make it 2-1 Carolina. And Joe Snively, the Yale product, getting his first goal to tie the game 2-2. But the game-winning goal was scored by the ex-Shark, Stefan Nason, his 10th of the season on the power play. That was also a second-period goal, and the Canes held on to win. Montreal beating the Blackhawks tonight. The final score in that one was the Canadiens 4 and the Blackhawks nothing. And Drew, the Canadians all of a sudden have won a couple of games. They blew out the Edmonton Oilers the other night 6-2, and now they get a shutout, a 22-save performance for the Canadians in net. And so Montreal's winning a couple of games to spoil things for teams.
Well, one of the things that they brought Marty St. Louis in to be the coach was to deliver a message of we're in this to try to win every game, and you're going to keep pushing, you're going to keep playing, you're going to try to keep improving. And right from game 1 to game 82, there was, of course, with Marty, no quit in his game. He got passed over by team after team, traded from team to team, but he kept playing, became a Stanley Cup champion and a Hall of Famer. And the way that Marty coaches is that he is relentless, and he wants his team to be relentless, and they're doing that. Let's go back to Carolina, though. How many in a row is that now for Carolina?
Geez, I'm not sure.
I mean, they are rolling right now.
They're a great hockey team.
They are.
They could easily win the Stanley Cup this year.
Yes. Now, because the way they're playing this year...
They're 9-1-1 in their last 11.
Okay. Yeah, that makes...
They lost their last game. So.
Yeah, but still, they were rolling along, and they still are. 9-1-1 in their last 11. Those are heady days back in those... Remember when the Sharks were doing things like that. But Carolina is a fabulous hockey team in the way they play.
Funny you should say their heady days when talking about the Carolina Hurricanes, given the fact we have a Stanley Cup champion from the Hurricanes in the broadcast booth sometimes.
Yeah.
How about this game? Devils at the Blue Jackets. This basically exemplifies a couple of things. Number one, the Devils play a never-say-die kind of hockey, coached by Lindy Ruff, who's doing a fantastic job with that team. But how about this one? Columbus and the Devils are tied 2-2 in Columbus. They're late in the third period, and Ryan Graves, defenseman for the Devils, gets the game-winning goal with 2 seconds left in regulation. It's been that kind of a year for Columbus.
They're playing great. They're a very good team. With I'm talking about Jersey. Jersey is a team that is just, they're so quick. They're young. They're relentless. They're fast. They play quick. And there's a difference between fast and quick. They've got talent up front. They're really confident at the back end and very confident about their goaltending.
Lindy Ruff, he's one of the candidates for the Jack Adams Trophy without